I believe this is step 5 for your leaf Zentangle. So if your artwork doesn't look like my example right here, then I want you to make sure that you've done, step 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on step 5 right now. So make sure that you've caught up. What you're going to need for this step is your artwork and a black marker. I have a permanent marker. If you have a permanent marker at home, please be sure to make sure that the area where you're working, sometimes these permanent markers bleed through your paper onto the table. This drawing paper is pretty thick and has not sunk in through my paper much at all. Just a little bit on this side. But again, you might want to get an extra piece of paper, talk to an adult at home and they can help you out, but get an extra piece of paper to put underneath your drawing. If you don't have a permanent marker at home, then go ahead and use your black washable markers, will work as well. If you don't have one of those, a black pen would work too. So there's some options there. So what you're going to do is you're just going to outline very carefully. So I'm going to start with my leaf. And if you are using a black washable marker, be super careful because usually because those markers are water-based, they smear easily. So making sure that your hand doesn't smear all around, lifting up your hand when you're tracing is going to work best. We want this area, the inside of the leaves, to remain white. The background is where we're going to be concentrating on for the remainder of this project after we do this tracing. So go ahead and trace over your pencil lines as best you can. And this is kind of the area, if you're using a washable marker, turning your paper so that you avoid smearing. And if you miss a pencil line a little bit, then you can erase it at the end. But again, for those black washable markers, be careful because they do smear pretty easily. I started those lines. So you're doing all your pencil lines. So I'm going to just stick with doing the leaves first. And then I'll do those straight lines that we drew with a ruler. And for thickness wise, I'm using just a regular Sharpie marker, fine point. Again, using the black washable Crayola markers work too. If you have a thinner one, that's fine. If you have a pen, that's fine. If you have a ultra fine point Sharpie marker, that's fine too. For this step, those will work as long as they're black. So this is your step 5. Again, be super careful not to smear. If you do have extra pencil marks, go ahead and erase. But if you did outline with a washable marker, just be gentle because, again, it does smear a little bit. So they tend to do that. That's why we use permanent markers a lot in class. So, okay, cool. Excellent job. Stay tuned for the next step.